Hey everyone, welcome. This is one of the things that I've been excited about. I had this pre-ordered a while ago. I'm just going to get one shot at this, so I'll probably stumble around a couple words. I'm kind of excited for this. I've been waiting for this for a while. I got one of the older Nintendo Switches. That's what I have right here. This one, it has Joy-Con drift in my left side, so I'm going to go get that taken care of and then check and see if my nephew might be interested. He's been wanting to switch, and I can give him a decent deal on it because I have finally obtained something that just came out today. I've been looking forward to this. This is also one of my favorite series. This is the Monster Hunter Rise Deluxe Switch Edition. So Monster Hunter Rise just came out today. Today's March 26, 2021. So my wife and I had this pre-ordered for a while, planned a date night out in Tampa, and went to a place called Whiskey Cake. It was really good. I'd recommend it. Definitely get the Whiskey Cake dessert. Like, if you go there just for the dessert, you won't be disappointed. But I was excited about that, and I won't be disappointed in this. So I've been wanting to do... Pokemon is still going to be my main channel thing, but I've been waiting to do some Monster Hunter stuff too. I've really been excited about this series. I played the original Monster Hunter on PlayStation 2, and then mainly I started with the PSP version, Monster Hunter Freedom. They named it Freedom because you were free to go anywhere with the PlayStation Portable. So kind of cheesy, but I get it. I got really involved in Monster Hunter Freedom 2. That's when they introduced the longsword. So it's like just what you normally picture like a katana, a samurai sword, but it's like super long. So I'm fairly excited about that. I was checking to see if there was a longsword on the box art. I don't see one on this side. Actually, he has a longsword. So not sure if you can tell. Right here is a guy. Right here is his longsword. So this has a whole bunch of new monsters. This is a brand new game with a whole new generation of them. So once they had the longsword in Monster Hunter Freedom 2, I started playing that a lot. Monster Hunter Freedom Unite was really, really good. I enjoyed that. Then I kind of dropped off. I didn't do the 3DS games. I did the Wii version for Monster Hunter Tri. That added some underwater combat. That was fairly different. I liked it. Definitely did Monster Hunter World on the PS4. I was enjoying that. So I'm interested in trying this. They've also got a Monster Hunter Stories game where it's kind of like a chibi character, and instead of just hunting the monsters, like, they give you an egg that you hatch and you are essentially in charge of raising the monster. I don't know much about that. It was one of the 3DS games, but Monster Hunter Stories 2 is coming out on the Switch, so I may try that out. I'm not sure. But right now we are going to do this unboxing together. I have had this in the car for a while tonight and have been interested in opening it out and checking it out. So the front right here it's got the dock right here with some Monster Hunter logos, different potions and whatnot. And then that's the new main flagship monster. So the monster on the box art, they usually consider that the flagship monster. I don't know its name yet. I've tried to be as new to a lot of this as I can so I can be surprised when we're playing this. I did do the demo. The demo was pretty cool. So this should have everything in it. I'm not really sure. It's pointing out something on the dock is the way to charge the Switch, and inside is like a little TV screen. So I've got it right here for my old one. So the TV screen type deal is right here. These parts come off. So this just sits in the dock and charges. But they're pointing out something on the system itself. I'm not sure what it is, so I'm interested in that. This does have full game download, bonus content, all that jazz. Excuse me. we rode home with the windows down, so I'm a little chilly right now. What I think I'm the most excited about for this one is they've always had what they call felines. Trying to get the glare off. There we go. They've had felines, so they're these little cats that hunt with you and give you items and stuff. But now they have, I believe, I'm going to call it a palamute, Palamute. Kind of sounds like it should be palamute maybe. But they've got like a dog companion. Dogs are awesome. So let's open this up and see what's inside. Which side are we going to do? I don't want to open it upside down or anything. Okay, that goes there. Okay, we're going to go this way. Open it here. Pull it open. Alright, so presentation's nice, just like the Switch. Regular Switch. Has just the console itself. Like, this is all the console is. And this way. Okay, so I think it was just showing, the box art was showing that it's got cool designs on it, I guess. Cool designs. I appreciate it, guys. So that's all it is. Just a big old screen. You put the cartridge, 4 games, right in here. Super tiny compared to what we used to have to do for like the NES, the Nintendo games and whatnot. Put that down right there. Here are the Joy-Cons. Here's the left one. So these are, it's got a good feel to it. It's got some designs on it as well. Yeah, I like this. So these are wireless. They can be played apart from the console or put on the console. It just slides on with a click there. And here's the right Joy-Con. The other thing I really like about these is if you're playing multiplayer games, you can also just turn these sideways. And here, this turns into up, down, left, right, and then these buttons. So these can be played like this as well for 2 characters. Just slide that on there, and that's the Switch assembled. Put that down. Get rid of this. Let's see, make sure there's nothing in this part. No, we're good. You go over there. Here's all the system update instruction stuff. I'll get to those someday. Here's the full game download. Gotta make sure. Okay. Didn't want anybody to take my code. It's hidden behind that right there. It shows I get a retriever costume, layered armor, palico armor, and talismans. Pretty cool. You will definitely have to go there. Let's see. This is... Okay, so the other way you can play the Switch is with this part. You can push the button in the back, lift it up, push the button in the back, lift it up, and these can assemble right in here 1, right in here 2, and there's a different controller right there. Just play like that. So that's handy. I've got one of those for the other Switch. I've been using, this is a Pro controller. This one's completely wireless. It's more durable. So I'll definitely be using that for Monster Hunter. I need a durable controller. What do we have? These ones, I was never too excited about these. These, when you play them, when you play with them individually, these will slide on the edge. Let me get one. I don't remember if it matters left or right. We'll see. There we go. And it slides on right there. And then you've got a wrist strap. And you just play it there. There's your bumper buttons. I've actually got this on the wrong one, is why it's sliding all the way through. That's okay. I have those for my other Switch, and I've got no desire to use those. Here's the fun HDMI. HDMI is important. And here is the wall, the plug for the wall. So this, the reason it's called a Switch is it can be played handheld, just like I was showing you, or when it's in the dock, it can connect an HDMI to something and you can play it on a TV. I've got, just next to you, I've got mine hooked up to a projector so it can play on that wall. So usually the camera's right here looking at me this way and I'm seeing the projector on the wall behind you. Whether it's with the Switch games or whether my computer is connected to my projector. And here is the end of this. We'll put the box down. This is the dock for this one, for the Monster Hunter Edition one. So once again, this has the flagship monster right here. It says Monster Hunter Rise right across the middle. Has some symbols in the back. So all you do is open the back of it, and you put the power cord right there. You can USB to connect controllers, and the HDMI out that goes to different systems. So you plug all those in, and let me take this one. Take this two. You put them right there on the ends. One. I didn't want to touch the screen, but I did. I got to get a screen protector for it. Two. And then this just slides right in there. And it sits there. Nice and pretty, you guys. So I am looking forward to using this along with the download code to play some Monster Hunter Rise and introduce you guys. I would highly recommend you watch a couple videos first. It is definitely not everybody's cup of tea. You don't really raise in power. You don't get stronger. How this works is you start off with super basic equipment. You can have like a giant hammer, a giant sword, the long sword like I'm going to use, a bow and arrow, sword and shield, dual sword, or dual blades. They're just like two tiny daggers. You got a lance and shield. You've got a switch axe that's kind of a big sword that also turns into an axe. You've got a whole lot of different options that essentially you start off with the most basic of that weapon, and the village elder tells you, hey, go hunt this monster. It's causing trouble for the village. You go hunt the monster. You carve it up a little bit. You bring back its materials, and they say, all right, you have enough material to upgrade this weapon or build this armor set so you don't get stronger, but your equipment gets better. And there's times when you have to fight the same monster over and over and over because there's one piece of rare material that you're not getting from it. Usually, you can straight up kill the monster and get some decent material, or you usually get better material if you get it really weak, and then there's usually a pitfall trap or a shock trap that like electrocutes them and keeps them there. And then if you throw some tranquilizer bombs, you basically put them to sleep when they're really weak. And then they say that the village people come and, I don't know why you're seeing the boring part. There you go. The village people end up coming and picking up the monster, and then it's kind of savage this way. You don't see anything, but you take it as they are able to pick what items they want from the monster. So it's easier to get rarer materials when you do something like that. I believe you can turn blood off. There's not a whole lot of blood in this game. You can chop off the tails, if you hit the wings enough on some of the dragons, you will break the wing and get certain materials off of it. So it's a really in-depth game. Like I said, it's not everybody's cup of tea. Definitely watch a couple episodes of this. It's a very slow grind. Like when we grind for, obviously, Pokemon grind is just leveling up. It's completely different from that. It's kind of a Diablo grind where you just have to go do the same thing over and over and over until you get Diablo just drops the right weapons or armor pieces, where this one will drop the right materials, and then you have to choose whether you're going to turn it into a armor, whether it's a headpiece, chest piece, arm, leg, waist, or use it to make a new longsword, use it to make a new great sword. you've got to figure out everything for this. Another thing is with those materials, I don't know if it needs to be said, but you use the materials. So if you need a super rare piece for your helmet and the same rare piece for your chest gear, for your arms, for your legs, for your waist, and for your weapon, you need that piece every single time just to get those items. So it is a very strong grind. If it interests you at all, I would definitely recommend it. Monster Hunter World is cheaper. Monster Hunter World is probably more accessible to people just because it's been out a little bit longer. Monster Hunter World, I know you can get on Xbox systems, PlayStation. I believe it's on PC now. So it's more available and it's cheaper because it's been out for a while. Monster Hunter World is also more beginner friendly, I guess. Because in the Monster Hunter games, I don't know how this one's going to play. If this one's going to be more like Monster Hunter World or like the old games. But your quest would be go kill this monster. And then there's like 12 locations or 12 different areas in a map. And you have to spend time going to every area until you find that monster. And if you don't, they usually gave you something like a paintball. If you don't paintball the monster, it can get up and fly away to another area and you have to go find it. And these quests are all timed. Monster Hunter World, however, does not have separate sections in each level. There's no loading in any of the levels where no, in the demo, this one was more like World. The old games would have to load for every single section, where Monster Hunter World had one level completely mapped out where you had no waiting or anything, and you were able to they were kind of like fireflies, I guess, where if the monster flew away, your fireflies would leave a green trail and say, hey, follow me this way. So that's definitely more beginner friendly. If you're interested and you have a Switch, definitely I would jump on this one, Monster Hunter Rise, just because it's going to be more popular right now and you can have better multiplayer. The multiplayer is helpful because you can have 4 characters at a time going on a hunt. So you don't always hunt by yourself. You can go online, and if you're a complete noob, complete beginner, you can get paired up with 3 people who can help you understand the ropes. So I would definitely do this if you have a Switch. If you do not have a Switch or are kind of iffy about whether you'd want to do it, definitely try World. Like I said, once again, I'm really excited to do this. I will probably I got to transfer all the stuff from this Switch to this one. This is going to be my new Switch, obviously. And then I'm going to try to get some gameplay out, hopefully Tuesday. It's Friday right now. So hopefully Tuesday I'll be able to get some gameplay out just to introduce you guys to this. Like I said, I've been really excited, been waiting for this. Every time I say I've got some things coming up, this is the main thing that I was ready for and hoping would work out okay. So I hope you guys will enjoy Monster Hunter. I just did another Dragon Ball Z video today and another Pokemon video today. I've got things mapped out for the next week or so scheduled to go out. So I hope you guys are enjoying the content. Let me know if you need to get a partner for Monster Hunter, if you've got any ideas for Dragon Ball Z, any ideas for Pokemon, or just any thoughts about the channel in general. Everybody have an amazing day. Well, it's night to me. It is almost 11 o'clock. So when you watch this, it'll be Saturday morning. Everybody have an amazing day. Be awesome. I love you guys.